Hello, Ani, and welcome to another online video tutorial hosted by Jennifer Holla, brought to you by Kentago Winteg. This tutorial is all about apps for early learners, and as you can see, I have a nifty early learners folder up here in the top left-hand corner. Let's click into that folder and see what I have. Well, some of my favorite apps for early learners are bright, colorful, multidisciplinary apps that are highly stimulating but also provide a constant source of feedback to the child, a positive reinforcement. But more importantly though is apps that track the progress of the young learner. So I'll get into that. One of them is EduKitchen, and this is an app that you would want to have headphones for if you were to integrate it into your learning environment, whether it's at the daycare or in a kindergarten classroom. It's called EduKitchen. Okay, so we've got an advertisement here. That's not great. As you can see, it's very loud. I wonder if I can turn the volume down here a little bit. Okay. Yes, I can. Okay. So we press play, and it has some instructions, but it also reads them out to the student, or child, or early learner. Can you set the table? All right. Lots of really colorful stars and some characters that really provide that positive reinforcement. Which items go in the dishwasher? So, if you've never taught young ones before or the kindergarten curriculum, you might think that this is kind of meaningless activity. But in fact, we've got a lot going on here. We've got sorting. We've got audio. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask by demonstrating the app and talking at the same time. Verbal discernment, where the student can understand what it's being asked and can act accordingly. So can you add the sliced kiwis to this fruit pop? Absolutely. All right. A lot of new vocabulary as well. Kiwis, vegetables, all that kind of stuff. Okay, again, data management is what is going on here with having to add the vegetables to the pot. That's sorting, that's data management, and that is in the kindergarten curriculum. Setting the table, so step-by-step instructions, and we catch a flying sticker. So that's a great app. As you can see, very accessible. Getting some more advertisements there. Very accessible app for young ones. What I really like about EduKitchen is that it's highly stimulating. It's very accessible for the young ones, and they really pick up a lot along the way. So, for example, kiwis, different kinds of fruit. I seem to be really excited about kiwis today, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to click the home button to exit out of there. And we're going to go to another app. Again, if you've never taught young ones before or the kindergarten curriculum, you might not understand how these activities are academic, but they very much are. This is a dot-to-dot game, and this is a very important activity to do with young ones because it teaches them number recognition and sequencing. So the game will only work if they go one first, and then the two, and then the three, and then the four. And then, as you can see, it's starting to create a shape. And it creates a monkey. And here come some balloons. Oh, those are pretty. Oh, look, I can pop them. That's exciting. Okay, at this point, I'd like to also remind you about that guided access feature, because let's say that this is the center that you want the students to do in your kindergarten class, but you're afraid that they're going to exit out and play Angry Birds. Well, if you set up guided access in the settings and triple-click the home button, the student will be able to be locked into guided access and not be able to leave the app, but still be able to maneuver through the features of the app. I'll just do one more dot-to-dot. All right, and then we'll move on to the next app. Okay. Ignitus is actually a really exciting app. I don't know if it costs money, but it should, because, I don't want push notifications. It should cost money because this app is very well designed. It tracks the child's progress and makes the activities more or less difficult depending on how this child is doing. Okay, so if I was to be really struggling with these, it would start to scaffold down the... Oh, which one's different? Okay. It would start to scaffold down the difficulty level so that the child or student would be able to understand what to do. And it gets them at their level. It also creates a progress report for parents or educators so that they can see how the child or student has been doing. Okay, squares. So a lot of different activities that the child might not know that they're learning or doing schoolwork, but in fact they are. Because as you can see, we've got a pentagon here. They're learning the word pentagon and needing to recognize and discern which is the pentagon. Okay, so that's Ignitus. As you can see right now, I have a profile. This child is up here. It looks like I might actually be able to create profiles for different children. So let's return to the main menu here. Okay. Okay. So as I was saying, that there's a report card here for the parent, and let's see if it'll let me change the profile of the child. Well, I'm not quite sure if it will. But sometimes with these apps, as you can see by now, there's certain features that are locked, and if you purchase the full version of them, which is usually a couple of dollars, then you can release all of the features and access all of the features. So that's Ignitus. That's a pretty good one. Math 3 to 4 is a great run-of-the-mill math app for young learners. Perfect for a center. You can lock guided access onto this app and let your students use this app to their heart's content at a math center and not be worried that they're going to get into something they shouldn't. Alright, so they've got to count the boats. There's 4, 5 buses, 2 cars, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 helicopters. Alright, so great app. Alright, I know I talk about guided access a lot. If you forget how to do guided access, please visit the online tutorial for guided access specifically, where I talk about how to use guided access. Alright, this app here, Caboose EXP, I believe that stands for Caboose Explorer. This is a great app for data management and patterning for young ones. So as you can see, we've got patterns, and we've got sorting. Let's start with patterns. And who doesn't love trains? So we're heading out from New York, New York on train with the pattern train. For those of you who have taught kindergarten, you'll appreciate how difficult patterning can be at the start for some children to understand. So I love the reinforcement of patterning and saying the pattern over and over and over again so they can see the pattern, but they also hear the pattern when it's called out by its name parts. That's also very important, just to reinforce what that means. Okay, so you get the idea here. Let's go to the sorting feature. Ooh, London, Great Britain. That's exciting. Okay.
Rearrange shapes in order from smallest to largest. Large, the smallest. Small, the largest. Medium.
So we've got to rearrange shapes from smallest to largest. So as you can see, there's a visual up here what smallest to largest means. But even that might take some practice for the young ones. Now, I have the smallest one in the correct place. You'll notice that the green light went on when I did that.
Large.
And again, this green light is on because that's the correct next shape. Okay, green light again.
The largest.
And there we are.
Rearrange shapes in order from largest to smallest.
Oh!
The largest, large, the smallest, small.
Okay, so largest to smallest this time. Again, we're getting those green lights. Oops. Okay, well, this is the largest.
Medium.
Okay, there we go. So let's exit out of there. So as you can see, a lot of these apps, you're going to need headphones if you want to integrate them into your centers, just so that they don't distract you or the other students. Okay, we're going to skip Leo's pad for now. There's a lot of free and really great reading apps, and this is one of them, Storylight. We've got a Storylight, The Naked King, and the student can just sit and listen to the story, flip the pages.
Long, long time ago, there lived a very fancy king. The king changed his clothes 12 times a day. He really liked to show off to his subjects.
All right.
One day, two tailors planned.
So that's a great little app. Endless ABC is a very exciting app. This is the kind of app that would almost be a good app to plug into on the projector. For those of you who know how to do that, you just buy that adapter to plug this into a projector, and maybe listen to some songs or see some animation as a class. So this is a very well designed app, and it takes the child through the alphabet, but also increases their vocabulary. So the letter A is represented by the word alarm. Okay, some interactivity here where the child actually has to drag the letters into the correct spot. Very exciting way to learn. Now it's going to explain what that word means. Alarm. Oh, goodness.
Alarm. An alarm is a loud sound that tells you to do something, like move over for a fire truck or wake up to go to school. Artistic.
Oh, and another word that begins with A. Okay, so it keeps going. So I could return to home and switch to another letter, like C, for cooperate.
Cooperate.
Okay, I'll exit out of that app, because I know I'm running out of time here. Okay, so Leo's Pad is a very interesting app. It's only really good for one-on-one, so that you couldn't have a few students using it at the same time. It takes the student through a story. You need to set up a profile. But this app has had some awards and has been recognized as a fantastic app. It takes the child into a story, and the child, just thinks that they're having a lot of fun and watching a movie, but
Silly dragon. Oh, cool-tacular. You're here. Come on in. It's a big day. Lots of stuff going on. It's Callie's birthday, and... What's up, Redhead? Gotcha. Oh, hey, Drops. I forgot to send you the invitation to Callie's birthday party. Sorry. I sent it. You'll get it as fast as lightning. Shooting stars! It's my birthday and I'm having a party. There's gonna be cake, games, and all kinds of fun. So I hope you can come. Bye. See you there. We've still got to make Callie's present and his birthday card and find Cinder and... Have you seen her anywhere? What? Cinder? I get it. You want to play hide and seek, huh? Come on. Tap on the door and let's find
so
Cinder.
as you can see, the child is excited at this point, perhaps, about the characters and the plot that's developing, and now they're being called upon to be interactive with the app.
Here somewhere. Where could she be? Is she behind something that's green? You're doing really well. Is she behind something that's black?
All right. So you get the idea. I'll exit out of there. So again, Leo's Pad was that app, and it's been awarded with some recognition of being quite a great app for young learners for a number of different reasons. Anyway, so this has been the tutorial for early learners. I hope it's been helpful, and enjoy downloading apps for early learners.